Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the podcast. And in today's episode, it's going to be a Q&A session. I have gathered the questions from Instagram and let's get into the questions. Question 1 is, who is my go-to people for nutrition tips? My number 1 go-to for nutrition tips would be George Lockhart. The detail and the quality in George's work is second to none. You can see that in all the fighters, all the people he works with get into shape. Some of the weight cut videos which he has on YouTube, where you have to go check them out. Gets fighters from 200 pounds to fight at welterweight, even featherweight. 145 pounds, he gets people down to 200 pounds, with just simple, I say simple, but simple nutrition, no crazy stuff. He says it himself, the more muscle you have, the more you can cut, because the more water you can get rid of. So George would be my number 1 go-to. My close second would be Martin McDonald, or Martin Nutrition, as some of you might know him if you have him on Instagram. Martin has his own nutrition university academy course, which is the biggest nutrition course out there. It sells out in record times and it's packed with a lot of really good people in it. Question 2 is, what advice have I got for any aspiring personal trainers or coaches or people trying to get into the industry? My number 1 piece of advice would be, educate yourself on the industry as a whole. Too many people look at the people in the industry thinking, I want to make as much money as him. That's not how it works. So educate yourself on the industry as a whole, what it holds and what you would need to fit that industry. Find your route, whether that be personal training, sports coaching, physiotherapy, sports psychology. There's many jobs that you can go for. From there, find a suitable course which you want to do. There's many great courses out there. There's a course in, there's so many courses. Like the course I'm doing is sports and exercise science course, a BTEC higher national diploma, which is really common and not too hard to get into. Or you can go a level 8 route. You can do sports science at IT Tala. You can do sports science and health in DCU. UCD have a very similar one. Or you can do sports management and coaching in Blanche for more of a management side of things. Or there's online courses. There's Martin's nutrition course online. Or you can do, there's many courses that you can do. So find your course, just go for it, and it's important to educate yourself outside of your course too. So read books, watch videos, listen to podcasts. Look over the people in the industry who are trying to bring people up. I'm not trying to bring others down. Far too many people in the fitness industry are putting each other down and being jealous and selfish. Just help others. Look out for somebody in the industry who you think would be able to help you. Just ask for help. Still, they should happily help you. And if you're looking into the industry and you need some help, give me a text and I'll do my best to help you. I hope that helped. The next question is, why are fad diets so popular? And just because they sell. If I told you I can get you to lose 6 to 8 pounds in 4 weeks, you would say, sign me up. And all these companies, the biggest one to date was when Chloe Ferry from Geordie Shore signed with Skinny Coffee Club. I could be wrong, but I'm nearly sure it was Skinny Coffee Club. She signed with them, and basically it transformed her diet. So I have something here from the Daily Mail. This is supposedly her diet from before she started with Skinny Coffee Club. Breakfast was a sugary cereal, 2 pieces of toast with jam and coffee. Morning snack, crisps, chocolate bar. Lunch, McDonald's meal. Afternoon snack, 2 packets of crisps. Dinner, curry and a chocolate bar. Now before we get on to her transformation diet, there was no mention of calories there, no mention of expenditure. Was she training? Was she walking? Was she sitting down all day? No mention of anything. So this, straight off the bat, she's trying to make her previous diet out to be the worst diet ever. She couldn't do anything, nothing helped. And of course, she comes across this diet, this brand, Skinny Coffee Club. All you have to do is drink 2 coffees a day and you lose weight. Now, with these brands, you're replacing a meal. So let's say a 400 calorie meal, you're replacing that for a coffee drink or a tea, which is probably 100 calories. So you replace a 400 calorie meal for a 100 calorie drink. Of course you're going to lose weight. There's no magic science behind it, apart from a simple calorie deficit. So anyway, her diet when she teamed up with this brand was nuts and a protein shake with each meal. She had 2 fat burners a day and 2 0 calorie carb pills, whatever they are, I don't know. Again, no mention of calories, no mention of calorie expenditure, no mention of training. It's all down to this deal with this brand, trying to get them the most money as possible. And I'm sure she's getting a lot of money from that as well. That's just scamming every person that she's putting that out to. There's people like me, and maybe you listening, that doesn't believe anything in this story. But I'm sure there's tons of thousands of people out there who see this and say, well, Chloe lost weight with this, so it's going to help me too. When they're being misled and they fall into the trap, which is, it's in hindsight, it is an easy trap to fall into, but just read between the lines and just realize that this is all for money. Like Chloe herself, she previously underwent surgery to reduce fat in a certain body part. She went public with this, told everybody that she got surgery. She then went and released her own training program with her boyfriend Sam months later, and basically making it out that this great training program has helped her lose all this weight and get her body into shape. When no, she just went under surgery. This special training program did not do anything. She got surgery. And again, I'm sure thousands of people out there fell for this and thought, I'm going to pay for this program. This must be a good program. When in reality, what education on nutrition or training has Chloe Ferry or Sam got? Zero. So don't believe any of this training program or Skinny Coffee Club stuff. The fad diets, there is 1 or 2 occasions where fad diets can actually be beneficial. So let's say you have a wedding coming up in 3 weeks' time. You need to lose weight, and you don't mind the rebound of some extra weight loss, because with a fad diet, there's no studies out there to say you will lose weight on a fat diet and keep it off. you're always gonna put the weight back on. That's why it's called a fad diet. The only way you're gonna keep it off if you learn how to get into a calorie deficit and live a healthy lifestyle, move, be active, etc. But anyway, if you've a wedding in 2 to 3 weeks time, you want to lose some weight quickly, just for the short term, and you don't mind the repercussions of putting on some extra weight, it can work well. It can work well for you. But in any other occasions, it's not a good idea. The next question is, who is my favorite person in the industry? My favorite person in the industry for years has always been Steve Cook. Um, but at the moment, my favorite person in the industry has to be James Smith. Some of you may have heard of James Smith. He's very big on Instagram now. He's blown up over the last year or two, gaining over 200,000 followers. James basically calls out the bullshit in the industry. He will call out Skinny Coffee Club. He will call out Slimming World. He will call out everybody who was trying to con off the industry. When you finish this podcast, the first thing you have to do is go over to Instagram and follow James Smith PT. And even if you're not interested in health or fitness, he will make you laugh and he will make your day. Trust me. So go over, follow James Smith, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The next question is, how much is it from my online coaching programs? All of my coaching programs across the board are all €15 a week. With that, you get nutrition sorted, you get calorie breakdown, you get macronutrient breakdown, you get training program, whether that be home workouts or gym workouts, or if you don't want to train vigorously just yet, you can get a step target for the week, a sleep target, and we'll have weekly check-ins and work very, very closely together. So if that's something you're interested in, click one of the links in the description and contact me via any way you like, and we can start that out. So if you have stuck around this far, I just want to say a massive thank you for listening to the first episode of the podcast. I'll be taking things to a new level, episode by episode, and in next week's episode, I'll be going through some more questions, and I'll also be talking about why personal trainers and people in the fitness industry have a little bit of beef with the Slimming World community. I will leave all links to my social media in the description box below, and have a good day. Thank you.